Welcome back to another episode of Bella in Your Business. Oh my gosh, there's been so much happening, and I'm not over exaggerating. Some pretty incredible things have happened. So, you guys, if you are not following me on Instagram, why not? Go to Instagram, Bella Vasta, and go ahead and follow me, watch my stories. A lot of the stuff that I'm going to be talking about today is going to be seen on my feed and in my stories. And while you're at it, I would humbly ask you to like and share this podcast. I do this to try to get as much awesome inspiration and teaching out there as possible. If you've been a fan for a while, I talk to a lot of you where you kind of binge on Bella. I get messages from, I know you binge and then you stop, or sometimes you just listen to it every Thursday when it comes out. But go ahead and subscribe wherever it is that you listen, whether it's on Spotify or Apple Podcasts, anywhere you listen. I would really greatly appreciate that. Okay, so today I'm not going to stop talking about AI. It is literally the way the world's going. Last episode, I explained to you guys what we're doing in the mastermind, and things have been exploding in there, absolutely exploding. I think I've already got about 4 hours worth of training in there, just helping people. It's kind of all the same topic, but you'll get to see how we work it differently with everyone, because I'm not going to stop saying this. It's not about prompting anymore. It's not about what's that one prompt, because that still comes out generic. So I just encourage you to kind of join us and see it all. And I'm not trying to advertise for the mastermind. It's only $177 a month. It's month to month. You can use Bella 25 for $25 off. So it's $150. I guarantee you, when you get in there, if you meet me halfway, I will not just make you your money back. It's literally, I guarantee you, I will make your money back, and then some probably. But it all depends on how much you work with me. And I'm doing a lot of like just jumping on calls with people in there. And we do put them in the group so people can also learn from it. But we're all in there, and there's so many questions. And we are talking about goals and vision this month. Next month is numbers. And each month we're going to be talking about how AI relates to that. But I know you've heard me talk about AI. And like I said, I'm not going to stop. But I've heard people say, like, I know about AI, but I don't know if I can actually use it in my business. Now, guys, we're not at the point where the robots are out walking the dogs. I know that's scary for some of you. I'm not saying it's going to happen, but we are at the point where you don't need to be working as hard as you are. And once it's literally not even a how do I do it? It's wrapping your mind around the behavior. And it's literally just as if when we had to use dial-up to get onto AOL, to now we all have computers in our pocket, or going to Blockbuster and getting that VHS cassette tape, to just streaming straight from our couch, never having to get up. This is truly going to be one of the most fastest improvements in technology, and it's proven itself every single month after month after month. So, maybe you're not sure how you can actually use it in your business. Maybe you've dabbled in it, but then you haven't gotten the results you've hoped for. Today, I'm going to take things a step further, and I'm not just going to tell you why AI is a game changer. I'm going to show you how to start using it right now to make your life easier. I want to get you salivating. I want to get you excited. I want to get you to understand the vision of how, if you work with this tool in the proper way, right? Because anyone can just jump on and do it. And which tools, because that's also something else. Like, different tools do different things, and they're good for different things. Can you use one tool for all of them? Sure. But there's sometimes some better options. And I want to make your life easier, because I know that you started this business to have financial and time freedom. And I know that many of you are in this conundrum of being too busy, burnt out, health issues, financial issues, just unhappy life, or this isn't what I thought it was going to be, or, swearing to yourself this was going to be the last holiday season that you're running around with a chicken with your head cut off. And that's why I'm doing this. I really, truly want to help you guys. And I'm going to also share some exciting news about our AI lab and the amazing topics we're covering. You're not going to want to miss this episode. So let's be real. Trying something new can definitely feel overwhelming. If you're like me, I'm like, oh, not another software to figure out how to use, right? Because truth be told, a lot of us only use our softwares, our phones, our automations, probably 20% of what we actually can do. And I hear it all the time from pet business owners, just like you. Maybe, like I said, you've thought, I don't have time to figure this out. or I've tried it and it didn't work the way I wanted. That hesitation is absolutely normal because you need more things on your plate. Like you need a hole in your head, right? But that just means that you're human. And I want to kind of create this safe space today to help get you to the point where maybe crack the door. Maybe you can learn this. It's not hard. If you know how to talk and you can talk things out, you can do AI. I want you to remember that every big change in your business started with one single step. And all I'm asking you is to take that one tiny step forward today. Think about the first time you hired an employee or you started your business. It probably felt overwhelming to you, right? You didn't know where to start. Maybe you made mistakes. Actually, you did make mistakes. We all make mistakes. And AI is no different. You figured it out. And you don't have to be an expert overnight. Just be willing to try. I need to tell you, even this morning, I was so excited. It's freezing in Arizona. Like literally it's 39 degrees at night. I don't know if you know that about the Sonoran Desert. And I know that it's colder other places, but when you're also used to 115 degrees, that's cold. And so this morning I was really excited to make some grilled cheese and tomato soup. And my good friend and business partner over at Pet Care Team Training had sent me this awesome soup packet that I've been wanting to try. And so I made the soup and I took my last 4 pieces of cheddar cheese and made 2 sandwiches on the frying pan. Well, I'm also in this whole thing of trying, if you've listened to the episodes back in, I think it was like maybe December, it was like 404 or something. I'm also trying to slowly change a lot of my carcinogens, poisons around me. And one of those, I believe, is the nonstick pans. And so I got a whole bunch of stainless steel at my favorite place, Costco. And I didn't know this, but it is very different cooking on stainless steel as opposed to nonstick. And so you have to cook low and slow. And so if you check out my Facebook page or my Instagram page, you're going to see the disaster that happened today. I charred those things. But the reason why I'm telling you this is because when we first start doing things, we're not always good at them. Okay. That applies for every single area of life, right? And so I didn't necessarily fail, although I was disappointed that I didn't get that gooey, amazing grilled cheese. I'm sorry if I'm making you salivate and want that now, but I just had my tomato soup today. But the point is that we usually fail at things at the beginning. So today, I'm not going to just leave you hanging with vague ideas. I want to talk about the real ways that we've been using AI to help pet businesses just like yours. I want to literally prove to you that this can help. So website content in hours, not weeks. A lot of the times when we want to redo our website, or maybe we're starting a website, we are looking at the blank document with the cursor blinking at us, almost like it's like teasing us, or it's like, what are you going to write here? And you're like, I don't know. I'm stressed out. I'm burnt out. I have no creative juice. I don't know. So one of my clients had come to me frustrated because she'd been trying to write her website for months and she felt stuck. Everything she wrote sounded the same. So we literally turned to AI. We first used methods where we really made it understand who she was, what her ideal client was, which, newsflash, you guys all are not the same. You all have different strengths and secret sauces, and we need to let AI know all of this. And so we trained it on hers and then asked for a description based off of her unique stuff. And literally this description would look silly if it was put on someone else's website. How do we do a 30-minute dog walk different for everyone? AI can do that for you. You have heard me say in these past 400 plus episodes, if I can cut, copy, paste your website, you're doing it wrong, right? And if you ever say oh, someone copied me, then it wasn't original enough, and there's tools out there that can literally make it sound so unique to you. And we had a draft polished within 5 days. It was 5 1-hour sessions. And her website is ready to hand over to the web developers. Now all we're doing is waiting for the web developer. I mean, it saved her not just time, which if you were to equate your time to a dollar amount, $100 an hour, right? That's $3,000 maybe, 30 hours, you kind of work on it. You work on it, then you stop, then you work on it, and you stop. The problem with that is you don't have the creative juice. You have to get in the creative flow again. You have to review what you did. It's overwhelming. And it's honestly one of the reasons why many people don't update their website and haven't updated their website in over a year. The other way is like goal setting and brain dumps made easily. There are so many amazing ways that you can brain dump. And I'm not talking about sitting there typing out stuff. I hope that you don't sit there and type out stuff because that also kills the creativity. And I've done this with 3 or 4, I can't remember, members in our community and posted the videos. And I love that because, first of all, they're pioneers of their own because they're willing to like step outside the box and do this. But then we figured out, there's special idiosyncrasies, like how much time do you actually have to work on the business and how many days a week? And what are the things that trip you up from actually doing it? And we identified them and solved them. So it's not just making a goal because anyone can make a goal. But then we needed to break it down in foolproof ways that they can't fail. And AI helped us with all of that in approximately, like if I were to average it, like 30 minutes together. And not only that, but then they got to understand what is actually possible with AI and how to work it. And then take those lessons of that one task that we did and then go and do it in other areas of their business. It was absolutely amazing. And you could see their relief. Again, if you go to my my AI feed, if you go to my Instagram, we are prepping to post a couple of teaser videos. You can kind of see the beginning and the end and how they felt at the beginning and the end. And you don't have to take my word for it. Like, listen to their words. Like, businesses are being transformed. And I'll tell you, it's not a question of if, it's when your competition starts getting on it. And then it seems like they've got the work of a marketing agency and a sales agency and, a office manager when really they're not even hiring all these people to do all this work. They're just leveraging AI. Another one, which is a lot of fun, actually, if you've seen my Facebook feed, you've seen my AI headshots. And I just uploaded a couple of pictures of my own using some certain tools that we have available to us. And it created all of these amazing headshots that if you didn't know me in real life, you wouldn't know that they're true. Well, two of them gave me like when I used to have hair extensions. So my hair's a little bit longer, so you can kind of tell. But I mean, they're amazing. And okay, you're a pet sitter. Why do you need headshots? Well, there's a couple of reasons. First of all, a lot of you do not like showing up on your feed. You don't like to put your hair and makeup and get in front of the camera and do all of this stuff. And it can make things that look exactly like you. And that's just like step 1. There's like 5 more steps to that and places that you can take that. But I'm going to save that for another time because that's like a whole rabbit hole in itself. But now here's the really exciting part. We've already built out like those 4 hours of AI training covering everything from goal setting to creating SOPs. And coming up, we're launching our very first AI lab. And it's going to happen next week. So in a couple of days from when this is being posted. And the agenda is already packed with amazing topics. In fact, my problem now is trying to figure out how to deliver all of this. So I'm pretty sure it's not just going to be this one AI lab. If you listen to the last episode, you know that we replaced the speakers with this AI lab. And it's basically a chance for us all to get down and dirty, share our screens, for me to guide everyone and help them solve these problems of being overworked, stressed out, not enough time. How do I make this happen? What tool do I use to make it happen? Because the answer is actually not always ChatGPT. And it's fascinating. So one of the questions was like, what LLM models do we use and for what? LLM model is a language model, right? So think about like Russian and Spanish and English and Japanese, right? So they're all kind of different models and they all do unique things and you can use each one for different things. And I also have a solution for if you wanted to get down and dirty right now, each one of these models are a base of like about $20 a month. That could get expensive. You get like 5 different models. It's like $100 a month. Like what? So let me already save you money by going to Magi. And if you go to jumpconsulting.net/Magi, MAGAI, you will get 30% off your first couple months because I know the owner, Dustin, he's an amazing person. They even have a community that you can get in on the Facebook group. So you have a bunch of other experts that you can learn from. I am all about, I don't need to be the expert about everything. I have this sincere devotion to connecting you guys all with like the good people, the people that I know and trust, people that I've learned from, right? And then we figure out how to apply it into our own business. This is going to be so important because as AI gets smarter and smarter and smarter, the more it knows about you, the better it's going to be for you to have your own agent. And again, another rabbit hole. We're not going to go down that right now, but like trust and believe that this is just the first step, you guys. This is just the beginning of AI and how it's going to completely change the world. Okay, the other part of the AI lab you're not going to want to miss is we're going to walk you through how to use AI to organize your thoughts and create actionable plans. Do you ever just wish that you had someone just to like verbally throw up on? I don't know how else to say it, and just get everything out of your head? AI can totally help you with that. It absolutely can help you with that. I talk to it all day long, like it's like my friend, and I'm teaching that kind of stuff. We already talked about creating your own headshots. And then there's a big behavior that I'm really trying to instill in my community about talking versus typing. And once you understand the difference and the leverage of that, and there's a couple different ways to talk and methods, it's going to open up a whole new world for you. You're going to be mind blown. Like even myself, an expert is someone who knows a little bit more than you do, right? I don't claim to be like the end all be all, but at all, but I'm engulfed in this daily. I have friends that are on stages teaching massive people. I have friends that have started AI companies and already generated like $100,000 in revenue a month doing this because of what they're doing for larger corporations. I wish I had the words for it. I don't. But I implore you, in an industry where we're always kind of lagging behind, I hate to say that, but it's the truth. This is where you really can be on the forefront. This can solve so many of your problems. And so the lab is designed to give you hands-on experience so you can walk away feeling confident and ready to use AI in your own business. If you've been curious about it, and sometimes you don't have the questions, where do I go? How do I start? I don't understand any of this. It's all literally everyone is in the same spot. So you're not missing anything yet. You are in the same spot as everyone else. And then something else that a lot of people kind of say, which also makes me sad, is the biggest fears is, but what if AI doesn't work for me? And I want you to flip that question into, what if you just haven't given it the right instructions yet? And I think that's a really big part. It goes back to what I said last episode. Is it that it doesn't work, or it doesn't work this way? It definitely works. Like there's absolutely, unequivocally, 100% AI works. The hard question to swallow is, do you work? And I say that respectfully. Okay. This is something that if you learn how to do this and use this, like one of my clients, she's having her first 30-day review with someone today, and it's her first employee. And this man is blown out of the water. He's like, I have never been employed by a company that is this organized and detailed and everything. And it's because we had ChatGPT do all these things, the 30-day review for the employee and the employer, and the emails for it, and the follow-ups for it, and the SOPs for it. Like literally she could hand this stuff to like her mom, and her mom could come in and know exactly what needed to be done in her business. I call that the mom test if you've been listening to me for a while. So like, here's another example. One of my clients wanted AI to write a blog about pet safety, but the first draft felt really generic. And guess what? Most of them are. Again, how do you use it? So we tried again, and this time we were more specific about exactly what we were looking for and the part of the world she lives in. And the result was 10 times better because we gave it clear, specific instructions. We also included instructions on SEO and how to not just like slap something up there that's like anyone can put, but really SEO it to her area. Because if you're posting generic blogs, which most people are sitting there trying to write the blogs, or they're paying someone to write these generic blogs, like an actual writer that's opening up a Word document with the cursor blinking, and they're using their creativity and their love for language to write these. That is literally probably one of the first jobs that's leaving with AI. I'm not even kidding. And it was amazing, and it ranks well. So I really want you to think about AI. It's not here to replace you. It's about supporting you. It's not here to replace you. It's here to support you. But you have to put the life vest on, and you have to click it. and you have to trust it. Okay. And I can show you how to do all of this stuff. Think about the tasks that are draining your time. Writing emails. I just had a conversation with someone in the community today about that. And I showed her how she could literally get that done while she's like putting on her makeup or like getting dressed in the morning. Brainstorming social posts and like planning out your content calendar. Yeah, a lot of people don't do that because they're overwhelmed with it and you don't have the creativity to do it. But there are ways to leverage that. Creating SOPs so that people who are coming into your organization have an extreme amount of respect for you and your company. And they either ditch the first day because they're like, oh, damn, I thought this was just a dog walking company. I didn't realize how like strict and stringent and professional they are. Like, this is too much for me. I thought this was like a hobby job, a fun job. And you're like, no. This is a legit company. These are our policies. These are our rules. These are our checklists. This is how we do things, right? A lot of us, we don't do that because we're running around trying to wear all the hats. And so AI can handle these for you. It can free you up to focus on what really matters in your life. Imagine not having the stress of that stuff in your life. I am going to show you every month how to do this multiple times. It's like having a second set of hands in your business that you don't have to pay for. Imagine being able to delegate all this busy work. Imagine not having to get overwhelmed. I'm seeing it in the Facebook groups right now. Oh my gosh, this client said this. What do I say back to him? You don't have to go through that emotional turmoil and that emotional storm anymore. You don't. And, walk away from it, breathe, like figure it out. What do I say? Like, you don't have to do that anymore. So here's my challenge for you. I want you to go try it on your own. Go open up ChatGPT. Go try to do something. And when you get frustrated, call me. I don't mean necessarily call me, but join us. jumpconsulting.net/mastermind. I am not going to stop celebrating the wins of all of these amazing business owners that are doing amazing things. And that's why I started off this episode telling you, go to my Instagram, go to my Facebook, and just look through the videos of what is actually happening and what's transpiring in there. I don't know if it's the only place in the industry, but I'll tell you that I don't see anyone else talking about this. And the people that are understanding it now and leveraging it now are only going to be positioned that much more ahead as the technology gets better and better and better and better. They're going to be able to adapt and grow with it rather than try to go back and learn so much stuff. Now is the time. So I hope to see you either on my Instagram feed or my Facebook feed, jumpconsulting.net/mastermind. You can use Bella25 for $25 off a month. It's month to month. So if you get in there and you decide, I hate this, be my guest. And I totally respect that. No questions answered. You just can cancel. Although I'll tell you, I've never had one person do that because they get in there and they go, oh my God. We just shared something on our Instagram last week. Someone's only in there for 7 days. And she was like, sign me up for the whole year and let me save $50 a month instead of $25. So I'm really confident that it can help you. I just don't know if it's the right time of your life. Are you ready to stop being so busy? Are you ready to stop being so overwhelmed? Are you ready to like kind of get outside of your own head and get wins? Do you want to have some wins in your life? I'm telling you, and I'm going to show you, it can help you. So guys, I think I'm going to end this episode about now. It's been a pleasure. Please give me some feedback on this stuff. Ask me whatever questions you may have. Tell me about any scenarios that you've had, whether it's been successful or maybe it's been frustrating, or maybe it's just been downright wrong and bad. There's definitely a time and place for AI, but it can be you if you allow it to. This has been another episode of Bella in Your Business. Remember, when life gets you down, always keep jumping.